Hi gamers. I get a lot of comments and private messages and all that about what I like about that game, which one is better, this game or that game. So I thought I'd start a series of videos of games I've played recently. So this is the first episode here, and I'm gonna be talking about Assassin's Creed 2, Mass Effect 2, Bioshock 2, and a little special retro game at the end. And I will be making these every once in a while when I get through some games and tell some of my comments about them, what I think about them. So first up, Assassin's Creed 2. I really liked well, not really. I did like somewhat the first Assassin's Creed, even though it has a bit of a bad reputation. Although it does have really boring basic mechanics. The assignments you do get old quite fast. But I'm a sucker for collecting stuff, and if that is your poison, then Assassin's Creed is just for you. And the second one is no exception. There's really a ton of stuff to collect and explore, and you just gotta catch them all if you wanna get through this. Definitely better than the first one. A lot of more variety, and I love the fact that you can furnish your house, and you have a base there, and just gives it more meaning to the whole fact. And I believe the characters themselves are better, a lot more likable than in the first game. But overall, the plot of the game, no, Assassin's Creed games, the first one in Jerusalem and the second one in Venice, the venues of the games are so unique that they could have stood on their own 2 feet without adding, sorry if this is a spoiler to anyone, adding all that stuff about the conspiracies and the science fiction and heaven forbid aliens into the mix with this second one. It just gets a bit silly, and this comes from a guy who loves each and every Metal Gear Solid and thinks that there is absolutely nothing ridiculous about them, just love them. But maybe Assassin's Creed 2 goes a bit too far in the plot. I hope that they will wrap it up nicely in the third game, but it just goes a bit too silly for me, which is a shame, because even if they were just playing an old historic games, games that were set up in the right era, they would have been really cool and really unique. They still are, but I just think that they should have stayed there. Next up, Bioshock 2. Again, who doesn't like the first Bioshock? If you haven't played it, get it and then play this one. It's great that they didn't try to link the second one to the plot of the first one too tightly. It's just Rapture, just the same city that we all know and love, but there the similarities end, and there are a lot of new stuff in Rapture, and you're playing a new character, and it feels quite fresh. The combat system is upgraded quite nicely, and the battle is a bit more ferocious, which I like, although the actual plot isn't as gripping as the first one, without spoiling too much about it. The second one has multiplayer, which actually is a cross between, I don't know, Modern Warfare and Time Splitters. Modern Warfare, it's like that under the hood, but it looks like Time Splitters with all those silly characters running around there. Not really my cup of tea. I have, there are significantly better multiplayer games out there, and I don't have that time to invest in another game, so just tried it, and it was okay. And well, let's go to Mass Effect 2. Again, this, like Assassin's Creed 2, this is definitely better than the first one. There has been a lot of, many people didn't like the fact that Mass Effect 2 was sort of dumbed down in the role-playing department, but I don't think so. They took away the number crunching and all that. It's really daunting to look at the menu screen and you really don't know what it says. All those numbers on your guns and parts, and it's just too confusing for many people. So this is a streamlined version, but not necessarily any less of a role-playing game, because what I really think as role-playing games is that you make decisions, and you got some really good conversations here, like in any BioWare game, and you really can affect the way your character develops, and how he reacts to all the other people around you. So that's cool. And fantastic plot. I really like it, and there wasn't that many of these missions in this game, but when it hits, it really works. There are some of these. As a science fiction fan, I really love there's sort of this episode of the week, like you're watching Star Trek or Stargate or Babylon 5 or anything like that. This science fiction series. You just get in some of of the missions here. You get the feeling that it's really thought about. It's a really nice. What's the word? Complete package in itself. The one mission. Maybe it's not related to the main story as much, but that's all for it. It's better that way, that you can just go to a faraway planet and there is something really exciting there. So that's the magic of Mass Effect, in my opinion. And lastly, the little bonus: after all those modern games, I just had the feeling that I should play something retro as well. So I picked up Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Actually, I have to admit that I never played this game back in the day. I fairly recently only got this game myself, and now I've just got around to playing it, which was nice. And I like the first one, even though it is graphically quite different than other Mario games, but so is this. The sprite, the character of Mario, is based on the Mario from Super Mario World games, and it's really huge on the screen. It's quite different graphically, this game, but all in all, really nice platforming. It's a shame I haven't played this before, but I have to admit that this game is really weird. There are all sorts of weird enemies, not just Goombas and Koopas, but also there are spiders and ants and some these weird ghosts and things with tentacles, and it's really weird. Mario steps on Lego bricks, and it just doesn't feel like a Mario game in many ways. But still, it is Mario. You get the here and there are just enough of these things that keep you remind you that this is really one of the finest platforming games of this era, especially as it was just for the black and white Game Boy, and this is really a technical marvel on that machine. Really a lot of stuff happening on the screen. Nice music, pretty short and sweet, definitely something for the children, maybe for the younger ones, but not the last level where you have to play without a chance to get a checkpoint. You have to play ages. The last stage is really long, and you have to beat 3 iterations of the end boss all in one go, or you'll go straight to the beginning. And actually, this is a fun fact that the end boss is Wario. This is the first game that Wario was introduced, and Super Mario Land 3 is actually the first Wario Land. He got his own game there. Well, that was a short review of some of the games that I've played recently. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.